Bros Productions is proud to present Kansas City Jets High School Travel Hockey. Kansas City Jets Hockey is brought to you by Bickelmeyer Meats, the Bortnick Law Firm, Edward Jones Investments, Gladstone Automotive Group, Goodwin Homeworks, Jeremy Franklin Automotive, the Kansas City Ice Center, Kansas Financial Resources, KC Ice, the Kohler Bortnick Team, Olive Events and Catering, Three Peaks Lawn Care, the Midwest High School Hockey League, and Beck Bros Productions. Now, Kansas City Jets Hockey.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome out to Young Arena in Waterloo. Joel Becker and Gary Skubota, Kansas City Jets Hockey. Jets set to take on the Waterloo Warriors once again on this Sunday morning after splitting on the Saturday night games. JV won in a shootout, and the varsity team, they had a tough time showing up for their game and ended up dropping one pretty convincingly 5-2 last night. We'll see if they do better this morning.
Yeah, I agree, Joe. We got back into the game yesterday, and then they, made it 1-1, then they gone 2-1. But the second period, we didn't come out with. I remember in Emmer's discussion, he said, if we play like in the game like we did in the second and third period against Lincoln, we'll be okay. Well, the second period against Waterloo yesterday was like the first period the week before. It wasn't good at all. And Waterloo took advantage of that.
Had a chance to speak with a coach this morning.
One of the coaches.
And our coaches' conversation coming up here right now on the Jets Hockey Network. It's a coaches' conversation. Joel Becker talking with Kansas City Jets assistant coach Matt Bonacani here on Sunday morning in Waterloo. So long trip. You were used to that as a player. Were you surprised yesterday at the, energy level that the kids put forth?
A little bit, yeah. It's always tough when you got a 5-hour bus ride, bus legs and stuff like that, but they should be buzzing regardless.
Well, what did you do in that situation to kind of get rid of that or whatever when you were playing?
Bus legs, I would just warm up. Really, that's what it is, off-ice warm-ups. You just got to go hard.
So you're an assistant coach now. You can go kick them in the pants and get them warmed up. You think for future longer trips, is that going to be part of your
For sure. I got to monitor them. These guys are just clowns. You got to just get after them, make sure that they're doing the right things.
So how this is now a couple years in the program in the coaching role. So how are you feeling about your role on the team here right now?
Oh, I love it. I just have fun with the kids. Chip in any advice whenever. I enjoy sharpening the skates, doing the equipment roll too. It's fun.
Do a good job.
Yeah,
I can say I've skated on Matt Bonacani's sharpened skates and haven't fallen down yet, unlike some of the players occasionally. It's funny you call them kids, and of course
they are.
And so are you, but
that's true.
Well, that was actually what I was going to ask, though, is that you are only a few years removed from the program. Do you have any trouble ever with them? Thinking of you more like a friend than like a coach, or them listening to you?
Last year a little bit because I played with some of those kids, but this year not so much. The seniors this year still kind of, but the freshman new class, they all listen to me.
So what's your biggest, focus in terms of what you see your role as the assistant coach on the team?
My biggest focus really is on JV, getting the defense dialed in, making sure that they're making the right plays and not trying to do everything themselves. Varsity, I'm just there to make sure everyone's skates are good, and if I see anything that I can chip in, I'll say something.
You ever wish you actually were playing a little defense when you were out there? So
I could show them how to play this position for sure.
And I guess the other thing about this year is you're no longer the youngest rookie on the staff. What's it like having an underling in Zach?
Oh, it's
on the
awesome.
Staff with you?
I enjoy it because I get somebody kind of more on my wavelength a little bit, where we could talk on the bench and be like, "Did you just see what this guy did?" or just just random things.
Well, in some ways, you guys had somewhat similar roles when you played on the team. Both offensive stars and whatnot. And so I imagine that you guys see the game in a lot the same way.
Yeah, for sure. We agree on a lot of things.
So, all right. Well, let's talk a little bit about today. What are you hoping to see this morning?
I hope JV comes out and gets some energy right away. Yesterday was a slow start. I'm surprised we won that game yesterday. Where were we down 2 with like 6 minutes left?
Correct.
Won in a shootout. I mean, great win. We deserved that game, honestly. Second and third we were flying, but first period we were flat. So I hope that they're ready to go today.
Speaking of shootouts, the JV now I think is 2 out of 3 on shootouts, and varsity on the other hand hasn't managed to win one. So maybe that's something you could work with them on. You used to do some shootouts here and there.
Yeah. I don't know. It's always tough when you go in a shootout. You never know what you want to do until you get to the net.
Well, maybe you can talk to them about it.
Yeah, for sure.
A couple of drills here and there. All right. So, what do the Jets need to do to win today?
I just come out, play our game. JV, just get the puck deep, go forecheck. Honestly, same with varsity. They were flat yesterday as well. It's a 5-hour bus ride, but also there's a JV game in front of them, so you'd think that they could get those legs out from under them. But today, it's just such a long rink, too. If we just play east to west, D to D, into the zone, forecheck, shots on net, I think would be good.
It's more along the lines of how wide it is than how long it is.
Yeah.
But it makes a big difference.
Oh, it's a massive difference.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I saw a lot of times early on in the games where the guys would come out of the corner, and you have that sort of muscle memory, and you think when you come out of the corner, I'm in a good position to shoot. But in this rink, because it is that extra 15 feet, you're still in a really odd angle.
Yeah.
So just getting into that would be. So hopefully they'll get used to it. You can remind them today that it's a lot more fun bus ride on the way home
if we win.
If you've won a couple of games.
Yeah, we don't want sour kids on the bus. It's no fun.
All right, well, it should be fun. Good luck.
Yep, thank you.
All right, that's assistant coach Matt Buonicotti. I'm Joel Becker. This is the Jets Hockey Network. And we are back live now at Young Arena.
I got one correction, though.
You're gonna call him out on how much time there was?
No, don't jump the gun, Mr. Professional.
Okay, what correction do you have for him?
Coaches are more sour than the kids are on the ride home.
When they lose?
Yeah.
Hey, you're probably right about that. I imagine they are actually. They're probably. The kids probably get over it pretty quick. They're on their phones immediately.
Exactly.
Andy Schell getting the start for the Warriors, the youngster, and we've got Jake Bradshaw for the Jets underway here in the first period of play. It'll be interesting to see with the Warriors here as Smith tried to work ahead as Caldwell had lost it. Whether or not the Warriors, yesterday having dropped a game, they were ahead with, like you said, now let's put it 4.5 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Whether they come out on this one and feel like they, were slighted in that game,
right?
Having, ended up losing in the shootout. We're hoping that we'll see a good push by the Jets varsity team in the next game, but will be interesting to see how this JV game goes.
Right, yeah.
Elam at the point trying to keep it in for the Jets. Puck comes loose. Riggs couldn't get a stick on it. And Lemke, a good job taking it away. And Angola shot, and the backhand goes off the glove of Schell and into the corner. Now Riggs again, back of the net. He was looking to center. Nobody was there, but he got it in back, and then Lemke put it right into the crease. It was knocked out of harm's way by the Warriors. Elam will send it across for Redmond. Chase plays it off the sideboards and down, and this is going to be an icing call.
Yeah.
As he was looking for the pass, but a little bit off on his pool game. The cushions were a little soft.
One more step up might have helped too.
Yeah. So we played just shy of a minute and a half here in the first period. Both teams will make some player changes. We'll see the Whitrock line out. Off the faceoff, Elam plays it around to the near side. And Lemke up on left wing. He'll play it ahead. Trying to work it into the corner. Meyer on him, takes him to the boards. Now it's poked in front. Nobody there for the Jets.
Well, we need to get somebody in front. That's twice that puck's just scooted right there in the middle and nobody's there.
Warriors able to gain the zone. Rasty with it. He'll play it back of the net in Redmond. Redmond coming up the left side, plays it off the glass and out to center. Carried on by Whitrock into the zone. Oh, he tried a toe drag, had it taken away, gets it back, a shot right on, and a save by Shell.
Yeah.
Rebound back of the net. You were telling me before the game, this Andy Shell, the youngster for...
Yeah, he's a freshman. I think he's got a 4-0 record.
That's what I was going to say, that he had had good success so far.
Right.
We don't really know who he's played. Whitrock behind the net being double teamed, and Krugel comes over to help out. 4 players trying to work it free. Whitrock comes away with it. Goes into the far corner. He'll play it straight away for Amon. Near the top of the circle, just plays it back in the net. Brody Lee there for the Jets. Good pressure here as they cycle it down low. Whitrock into the corner. Lane turns. Tries to play it back in the net for Krugel. Has a man in front. And the pass was there. At least that time we had a couple of Jets there. Unfortunately, the Warriors able to knock it out of harm's way. Now Krugel had it knocked away. It's played off the boards, but not out. Amon pinches in from the left side. He'll play it in front. And Krugel got a stick on it, but couldn't direct it on goal. Elam, he'll keep it in for a minute. Top of the circle, a shot, and it was directed on goal by Whitrock, but he ended up putting it wide of the net or up over it.
Actually, I think it was the went off one of the Warriors' sticks.
You think so?
Yeah, they popped it up over it.
But either way, sent down the ice by the Warriors, and we'll get an icing call. So pretty good shift there that time by that Whitrock line. They had some great offensive possession.
I like the energy we're bringing so far in the first 4 minutes.
So we'll see how things go here. Face off.
That could be an icing.
And will it make it? No.
You called it.
Pipe will play it around instead. So here's Amon with the puck. He works up the middle. Oh, hit a skate as he tried to get it out, but Pipe was there to carry on. Hunter will gain the red line and dump it in. Goes into the far corner, and Lowry over there plays it up the boards. Amon pinches in. He was able to stop it and plays it toward the goal off a leg and through the middle. Nobody there for the Jets that time, but Pipe again in front. And Woodsworth couldn't quite get that on goal. Woodworth was in a good position, but put it wide of the net. This one will go down the ice, and no icing here.
Yeah, they say Micah could have touched it, but it went through his legs, so they
waved it off. So Pipe will play it on the far side. Woodworth up ahead, and Kaufman got it out to center ice. Does a nice job of playing it into the zone. Takes a hack into the corner. Now he takes a hit. Lost the puck, and it comes out to center. The defense was unfortunately changing, so a little late for Ignatieff to get into position. Now Caldwell with it. He'll work in. On left wing, had it taken away, and the Warriors clear it and send it down the ice.
Okay, waved icing off again.
Yeah, that one I think hit
Shannon.
Yeah. Brennanman. And puck comes out to center ice. Wood over there off the sideboards and down into the Warriors' end. Buchanan, and now it comes out to center ice, and Caldwell plays it ahead. Pointland trying to work in. Puck was a little ahead of him. Oh, he had a man going toward the net. That was Wood, but he couldn't get him the puck. Caldwell, he'll go for a skate in the neutral zone, and his pass missed everybody. It'll go down for an icing.
That's going to be icing.
So we'll get a whistle and a face-off. 5 minutes, 18 seconds into the first period. We're scoreless so far, but the Jets with the only 3 shots on goal so far. Jake Bradshaw is trying to think about how much coffee he should have had at breakfast.
Yeah.
On a board back there. That's a good thing. Arnold will play it ahead. Now trying to work into the zone. Riggs.
Try to get it to Nacho, break it from the point coming down.
Yeah, puck never got to him. Caldwell pinches in, though, to knock it down. Comes back out to Smith. Now Caldwell in front, trying to get it to Arnold. Goes off his stick into the corner. He and Buchanan over there trying to work it free. Warriors play it around near side. Once again, Caldwell to knock it down to the point. Works toward the middle on his backhand. Plays it down low. Ooh, Riggs. Puck just didn't quite get to him.
Yeah.
As the Warriors intercepted, and then they'll set it again down the ice. That's about, what, the third or fourth icing they've done here in the first 6 minutes of this game. Live from Young Arena here in Waterloo. Jets hoping for a JV sweep. And then a turnaround on the varsity side. Whitrock line is back out there. And Lee turns and shoots. That hit a skate, ends up.
Oh
boy.
That was close.
Dangerous situation where the Warrior defenseman Schaefer was trying to go behind the net with it and ended up putting it on his own goal.
I don't think Shields actually seen that. He just got lucky to where it hit him.
Yeah, Shell.
He wasn't ready for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, why would you be?
Yeah, exactly.
Although, as a goaltender, they do teach you to always
be ready for everything.
Yeah. Redman from the point got it down low, was knocked out of harm's way, and now Rasty will get it out to center ice. Well, did you imagine a game where like that would be the only goal of the entire game?
That would be not too good for the kid who shot it.
Whitrock right in on goal. A shot, hit a skate, goes over the net. Lemke tried to play it in front. That hit the back of the net. And the Warriors, they lost it as Bushbaum fumbled the puck. It comes loose in front. Whitrock, and he tried to go to his backhand and unfortunately couldn't maintain possession of the puck. Nice defensive play by Elam on Rasty. Redmond will carry on. He comes up right wing. It goes off his stick, but still manages to make it ahead. And a nice toe drag move and a shot by Lee. And he missed the net, and it comes all the way back out to center ice. Redmond across for his partner, Elam. He'll work in on right wing. Derek behind the net. Now left it for Whitrock. Back out to Elam. And tried to play catch there with Whitrock, but that pass was intercepted, and the Warriors clear the zone. Lee takes it away, and he'll come back the other way. Left it back for Whitrock in the middle, a shot, and that went again off the glove of Shell and wide of the goal. That's about the second or third time it's got off his glove and not into his glove. Here's Krugel with it. Oh, he had Whitrock on his left side, who's late on a shift anyway.
Going off his gloves is one thing, but like eluded the net.
Yeah. Kaufman, straight away a shot. That hit traffic in front. Then it's a shot by Amon. And
off
again.
his shoulder.
Yeah. And it went off of something before it got to the goaltender.
I thought it hit Shell's shoulder.
No, it did. But I'm saying it went off of one of the defensemen because you saw the puck change direction. Yeah. And hit him in the shoulder and then went over.
Well, obviously they don't like giving their goalie shots because we still only have three.
Well. 7:05 to go, halfway through the first period. We're still scoreless. Jets have had the better of the play, though. Woodworth behind the net. Comes out right point for Pipe. Pipe will send it down low. Comes to an open corner in the near side. Krugel after for it. He was checked up against the boards by Tompkins.
There it is.
And in front, Woodworth, and he couldn't get a shot on goal.
Came right to him, and he just couldn't get his backhand on it.
Has it, and then tried to center it and whiffed on it. It's happened a lot this weekend to various players.
I guess it's the ice.
Must be. Pipe. Cross for Amon. He played it rink wide. That was not a smart pass.
No,
especially since he had other options. And it comes in on goal, and first close shot, although that one ended up going wide by the Warriors. And here come the Jets back the other way. Woodworth will dump it in. Kaufman after for it. He and Buchanan go into the end boards. Buchanan plays it on the far side where his, I'm assuming, brother, the other Buchanan, got it. It's Carter and Kale, by the way. Here's Thompson. And Krugel's got it in front. Kaufman a shot, gets a rebound, and the net has come loose. And a Jets player gets dumped afterwards. That was Kaufman. And we get a whistle and a face-off. 5:50 to go here, first period. Scoreless. Shots, according to the scoreboard, are 6-0 for the Jets.
I'm going to kind of go look at the scoreboard and see what they're showing here. And the play-by-plays.
Brenneman, and he got it, and it comes back out to Kaufman. A shot at defense. Rebound, Pointland couldn't stop it. It goes into the corner. Rasty plays it around.
They got us down for 4 shots. Now it says 6 up there.
Yeah.
The play-by-play had it at 4.
Well, it takes it a minute to catch up sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
Icing the call against the Warriors. We'll get another offensive face-off. This line is Brenneman, Wood, and Pointland. Ignachev and Caldwell tried to get back to Caldwell.
I would have liked to see Caldwell go forward on that.
Yeah, he was concerned about it coming back the other way.
Yeah, I get it.
So eventually comes into the Jets' end, and Caldwell does pick it up. He'll work on right wing into the zone. Knocked down. Brenneman kept it in the zone for a moment. It was along the sideboards. Boy, he gets thrown down.
That's going to be a penalty.
Yeah.
No, Woods. No, Wood. No, Wood.
Wood was actually just trying to get his stick. And then I wonder if they're going to take them both. But if they do, they should also take that, because that Warrior player also threw an elbow at the end. And I think they are going to take Wood along with the Warrior player.
So we had a penalty too.
Yeah, we had a power play. But in my opinion, he should have evened that up. And I don't mean evening it up the way he did. I mean he should have evened up the two of them, because, yeah, Wood was sort of on top of the kid, but like I said, when he reached around to get his stick, the other one threw an elbow.
Yeah.
And so he should have taken the two of them and the original.
Right, yeah.
So, but they didn't. So it'll stay 5-on-5. Smithline comes out with Arnold and Riggs. And Arnold off the draw, tried to play it down low. It was knocked behind the net by Lowry. Riggs over there, and Smith, they couldn't work it free, and it comes away. And now back the other direction, trying to work into the zone. Wetlaufer does finally go on net. That should really be their first shot.
They gave him one.
And it comes out straight away near the line. A shot by Harn goes off the stick of Arnold into the corner. Jets take over. Run around to the near side boards, and Arnold over there. He'll play it off the boards and ahead. Here comes Caldwell. He'll gain the red line. Tried to dump it in. It hit Harn, and then a shot. And we get a whistle.
Riggs was offsides.
Yeah, the original shot was a delayed offsides. The thing about it is it was actually going wide, though. I think that's why he didn't blow it dead originally.
Right.
Because he was going to give him the opportunity to clear the zone. But
right, Riggs never did.
No, and so they just blew it dead. Shot 7-1. In favor of the Jets. Neutralize face-off. Whitrock line back out. Lemke and Lee.
I noticed there's a lot of brothers on this Waterloo team.
Yes, we're assuming they're brothers.
A lot of last names.
Yeah, similar last names.
Same last names, yeah.
I've seen it a couple of times in the Midwest League where the names are relatively uncommon, and it turned out they weren't even related.
Yeah. Oh, it hit the pipe.
Yeah, and it was a crossbar. I think went up over the glass and out of play, so we'll get a face-off.
Well, remember, we had 5 sets of brothers that one year.
Yeah. But like you said, there's a couple of Rasties, a couple of Buchans.
We got one
on
set.
JV.
One set this year.
Got the Krugels.
The Krugels, yeah.
And it comes loose in front. Whitrock couldn't pull the trigger. He was trying to get the shot off, but his stick was being held. And a good defensive play by Buchan, Cale Buchan. Right. Warriors trying to clear out the zone, and Loeb does get it out to center ice. Picked off by Elam, though. Got it into the zone. Whitrock plays it back to the point. Elam lines up for a wrist shot. It was deflected wide. Lee over in the corner along with Lemke. Comes to Whitrock near the top of the circle. He turned, tried to shoot, and fanned on it. And Loeb takes over, and he'll work out to center ice. Up on right wing, Loeb. Redmond over there to take it away along with Whitrock. Lee now for Elam. Elam on right wing. In the middle, Lee a shot. That was sticked aside by Shell. Rebound back of the net. Elam back there. Now Whitrock comes over to pick it up. Has a man in front. Not sure he realized that Elam was over there. Now Elam will get back to the point, and the Warriors take over.
Gosh, Andy Shell's got he's played 4 games, 110 minutes. He does have 2 wins, and he's only given up 4 goals, and he's got a save percentage of .926.
92,
so pretty good.
Almost 93% is pretty darn
he's
good.
He's the highest one on he's got the highest stats on their team. Again, not knowing who he played against, but that's his stats right
and
now.
As we've talked about before, that can be a really good sign, and it can sometimes be misleading if like maybe sometimes, you got a freshman out there playing, as this one will go wide of the net and an icing call. You got a freshman out there playing. The team might feel like, we got to protect him, and all those shots are coming from way outside.
Right.
Because they're all, down toward the net trying to protect their goaltender. You never know. I'm not saying that's what happened. I have no idea. But if it turned out that were the case, he could have a high shot save percentage, but not really having faced a lot of tough chances. On the other hand, those do tend to even out over the course of a season. So if we're in February and his save percentage is still at 93, that's going to be a good indication.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Caldwell trying to work in. Loeb over there. It was knocked away from him. Jets take over, and Kaufman ahead. Lead pass for Krugel. He'll try and work in. Kaufman with him, a shot, and that goes off a stick and out of play. Now we get a whistle on a face-off. Just under 2 minutes left to go in the first period. We're scoreless. Jets have obviously had the better of the play all period, but I wouldn't say they have had more than about maybe 4 or 5 really good chances.
Yeah, I agree.
Kaufman, it comes back to the point. Ignatiev has shot that hit traffic, goes wide. They play it up the boards and pass Caldwell out to center. Ignatiev again. And he'll play it back across for Caldwell on left wing. And he played it in. Actually hit Krugel with it.
Hit Krugel in the back, too.
Yeah. Kaufman picks up the loose puck. It comes back out to the right point. Shot, that was deflected, and it's going to come all the way back into the Jets' end. Back forward is Caldwell. He'll play it over on the far side. And Woodworth plays it ahead. Kaufman makes a move. He gets checked. Lost the puck, but the Jets do play it into the Waterloo end. Now Kaufman over there. Puck comes back out to center. And Dane's still trying to work the puck free. He does. Gets it into the zone. Long shot right on. Saved by Shell. Rebound into the near corner. Picked up by the Warriors. And ahead is Buchanan with it. He'll send it rink wide into the zone on left wing. Trying to work ahead with it. And boy, that one came right through the middle.
Yeah.
Just ahead of the Warrior player. And let's see if Brenneman can catch this one. He does, but he plays it into the middle to nobody in particular. And the
Jets
Warriors
are making a change. So.
Yep. Long shot by Cale Buchanan. Was wide of the goal. And now here's Brenneman again. He'll work ahead on right wing. It was swept away from him into the Warriors zone, though. Puck along the sideboards. Comes behind the net. Pointland over there. Couldn't get possession of the puck. A couple of Jets go down, and in the meantime, Wetlaufer was able to play it down the ice. That should be icing. I don't know why.
He waved it up.
Yeah,
already.
I know, but I don't know why he did. There was a player in the area, but to say he could have played it, maybe he just figured it's late enough in the period, I'll let it end, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So we go to the end of the first period of play. 15 minutes of hockey has gone by, and we haven't done anything yet. Scoreless after one period of play here from Young Arena. We'll take a break, come back for period number 2 right after this on Kansas City Jets Hockey.
Ruben Beeler is on the trail again. 13 people are dead from the savage poisoning of a church well at the zealous hands of a vengeful old woman. With warrants in hand for murder and flight to avoid prosecution, Ruben, Homer Poteet, and Marshal Marion Daniels take to the trail of Blanche Boggs. She's crossed the Mississippi River into the primitive wilds of southern Illinois to return to her old home place. Back among friends and family, Blanche knows she's safe. She's not. Nobody is on the Killdeer Trail.
Killdeer Trail, part of the Trail series by David R. Lewis. Available as an e-audiobook at Amazon and Audible.com.
Welcome back out to Young Arena here in Waterloo. Joel Becker and Gary Scabona. Kansas City Jets hockey. Jets and Warriors scoreless after one period of play. Got a little time to show you all the highlights, so we're done. Shots were 8-1 in the first period, according to the scoreboard anyway.
But I agree with you. I don't think we had any really top-notch quality. Couple, maybe 3 or 4.
Very early on in the game, we had a couple of grade A chances, but really for the last 10 minutes, not much.
Right. A lot of long shots.
Yeah. Like we were kind of talking about the possibility that might somewhat skew the numbers as far as this young goaltender Andy Schell is concerned. We're ready to go for the second period. Teams obviously change ends, and we are underway. Like I said, you can't really complain about the Jets' possession.
The energy's there.
Yeah. Well, and they've great offensive possession and so on and so forth. Didn't make too many big defensive lapses either. They're giving up breakaways or anything like that. But still kind of unable or unwilling, if you like, to go to some of those dirty areas of the ice. And, that's, again, if you're not going to get a whole bunch of snipes, a lot of times that's how you're going to have to get your goals. Here's Woodworth trying to work in on right wing. He'll play it toward the middle. Saw a lot of that, too. You got to give the Warriors a certain amount of credit for being in passing lanes. They stopped a lot of opportunities just by breaking plays up.
Yeah, right.
By getting their body in the way. Hesse plays it behind the net. Caldwell ahead, and I don't know if Krugel just didn't have any idea that puck was coming or what. Went right through his legs.
Yeah, I don't think he did, really, to be honest with you.
Now, puck in the corner, and Hesse will play it across on the far side. Wetlaufer had it poked away, but it comes back out to the right point. A shot. That was off his stick and in behind the net. Now, Jets getting hemmed in just a little bit here toward the beginning of the period. Puck is loose near the crease. Goes behind the net and comes back out. Lowry from the point kept it in, sends it down low. Ignatiev there. He'll play it up the boards, and Krugel does get it out to center ice.
Hit the linesman, so that kind of hurt us a little bit.
Yeah, the players all ran into him as well. Delayed offsides, and the Warriors do tag up. Pass on the right wing was behind Woodworth, and it'll go the length of the ice for an icing call against the Jets. So 2:01 into the second period. Somebody needs to tell the clock guy that.
Yeah.
Ours says second.
Right. That's right. We got it right.
Yeah. Haven't had a shot this period, but the puck's been in the Jets' end probably longer in the first 2 minutes of this period than it has in almost all of the other periods.
Oh, I agree.
Comes back out to the right point. Shot down low. Whitrock knocked it down before it got on goal. He'll go to the side boards. Has a Warrior player all over him. That was Bushbaum. They're still trying to work it free from the far boards. Over there, Redmond will ring it around near side. Elam after for it. He couldn't catch up to it. Now he gets it in the corner, though. And he'll play it up ahead. And Lemke tried to play it on right wing looking for Lee. Brody Lee was able to swat it into the zone. Now Whitrock again. He'll play it down the near side boards, and Lee will work it free in front. Shot right on Lemke, and a kick saved by Schell. Rebound, another one, and that hit traffic and ends up going wide. Here's Elam. Elam plays it in front. That pinballed around, came right through the middle of the ice in the slot, but Jets couldn't get a stick on it.
Great save on Snell, because Lemke had a great opportunity.
He did. Here's Redmond up ahead on left wing. He was looking for Lemke off his stick. Redmond gets it back up for Whitrock. Lane will dust it off and work into the zone on left wing. A shot. He missed everything off the glass behind the net.
A little high.
And
that's going to be an icing.
Yep. Attempted a stretch pass for Loeb, but too far ahead of him, and linked to the ice for an icing call.
Is this microphone so we can sing, Joe? I was wondering.
It's for the crowd.
Oh, it's for the crowd. Yeah, they're going crazy. Woo!
Actually, I don't know if you noticed this yesterday. There was a gaggle of women in front who apparently didn't notice there was a microphone in front of them.
Yeah.
You never know whether you should tell them or not, because a lot of times it'll just make them self-conscious.
Right, yeah.
Oftentimes ends up getting worse.
Yeah.
Pretty good chance there by Arnold. And another good kick save. Puck loose in the neutral zone.
Yeah, the shell for being a freshman so far. Like I said, he's won 4 games, but he's played in 4 games. He's won 2 of them. He's done a nice job.
And high save percentage.
He's making it again.
Pipe with the puck. And the Jets ring it around on the far side. It was kept in at the point, though, on a good play by Tompkins.
Uh-oh, we missed that
down
one.
low. And a sharp angle shot hit the side of the net. And it's played up the boards by Smith and now carried on by Riggs. In the middle for Arnold. 2 men back.
Oh,
he
got
was tripped.
There
There is going to be a penalty this time. Hopefully this time they don't nullify it.
No, he didn't. All right, let's see if we can get a power play goal because...
Well, not having a whole lot of luck 5-on-5 so far.
Definitely not.
Shots are 10-1. And the Jets will have their first chance on the power play. They would have gotten one last period, but
we decided
evened it out.
We decided to make it even.
So Whitrock between Lee and Kaufman. Redmond and Caldwell on the points for this power play.
Okay.
Puck behind the net. Trying to, actually hit the side of the net there, Kaufman, as he tried to bring it behind the net. Comes back out, though, left point for Redmond. He'll walk the line.
This is where Bloom usually is, but Bloom is playing varsity this game.
And right at the face-off dot, and a shot, and
the rebound was there.
Yeah, it was right at the top of the crease.
We just didn't have Kaufman wasn't ready for it.
And Caldwell went wide on that, and the rebound comes all the way back into the Jets' end.
Yeah, the rebound was right there, and Kaufman just wasn't ready for it.
So...
Take it up, Redmond. He'll let you take it up, take it up.
And he'll dump it in after he gets across the red line. Lee after for it on the far side. Plays it back out of the point for Caldwell. Cross right point for Redmond. Straight away for Caldwell. Down across. And another shot right on.
Again, the rebound's there.
Jets will gain possession, though. Whitrock, a good play. Plays it behind the net. It's taken over there by Lowry. And the Jets get it back again. Power play continues another 45 seconds. Caldwell with it. Straight away with the puck. Face-off dot Lee. Back to Caldwell. One-timer. And he put it wide. Yeah. And he was looking for a redirection, obviously, but...
2 in a row have gone wide on him.
Yeah. Caldwell again from the point. Sends it to Lee. Lee walks toward the middle. Got to the dot. Sent it across for Redmond, right point. Now to Caldwell, back to Lee. Lee near the dot, a shot, and he missed everything. Redmond keeps it into the right point. 15 seconds to go in the power play. Top of the circle, Redmond in the middle, and unfortunately, it was Whitrock who couldn't bring it to his backhand side, and that'll do it for the power play.
Damn.
They got a couple of shots, but nothing past Andy Schell, which kind of was their MO yesterday as well. If you remember, we didn't have a goal until 4.5 minutes to go. Coming back the other way, in on goal, a shot, and Bradshaw a save on his second shot faced. Kaufman with it, has Lee ahead. It's 3-on-2 as Redmond joins up. He left it for Lee, a shot, and he put that wide of the goal. Redmond with the rebound. He'll just play it back in the net. Over for it is Meyer for the Warriors, and he'll just send it the length of the ice. 8:18 left to go in the second period.
Yeah,
Still scoreless.
These is one of these games where you're dominating, and then just a second ago the puck pops out perfect for Waterloo.
Yeah, they could have,
Gives them a little breakaway. Good defensive play, but he did get a nice shot, and Bradshaw was there to make the save.
Well, and it's tough on Jake in a game like this, when you're cold for so long and then all of a sudden somebody comes in,
right?
Especially on a breakaway situation.
Yeah.
Lemke behind the net. He'll play it back out right point for Ignatjev. He had a little trouble with the pass. Plays it down low. Woodworth let it go through. Played back out, and again Ignatjev played it in front. Lemke was right there on the doorstep, but Buchan got it away from him. Now a shot hit Elam into the corner. Wasn't sure where it was. Krugel over there. Now Elam again with Meyer on him, and comes back out to the point. Warriors keep it in. Off a stick and wide of the net. Ignatjev. Not sure where to go with it. Eventually goes up the far boards. Krugel couldn't knock it down, though. And the Warriors keep it again. Elam. He'll try the other side. It comes out to center. Buchan again trying to get it into the zone. Lemke knocked it down, but then Caldwell will send it in cross corner, and the Warriors will change. Jets trying to catch him in the change. Ignachev up left wing. He'll work in. Pulls up. Played it back out. Top of the circle. And Krugel a shot. That hit a stick. Bounced in front, but the Warriors all over it. And they get it out to center ice. Puck in the middle. Buchan a shot. Or excuse me, that was Hesse. Ended up going off a stick and wide. Wetlaufer in the corner for Hesse. He goes behind the net with it. Elam over there gets pushed down from behind. Puck comes to the side of the net. Couple of whacks at it. Bradshaw there. Then a long shot. That hit traffic. Ends up going wide. Now Wetlaufer again. He'll center one. Oh, one-timer Hesse, and he missed it entirely. Then it's redirected up over the netting. Off the end boards. The Jets get it to the line, not out. Lowry kept it in. And Woodworth plays it on the far side, and Krugel, who's been out on the ice for a long time, will just relieve the pressure by icing it.
Didn't have much choice there. He was tired.
Oh, yeah. You could tell just him going after the puck how tired he was. He did manage to get there first. And the Jets will make a wholesale player change, as will the Warriors. So this will be the Brennanman line. Puck back out toward the point, a shot, and does get on net. Handled by Bradshaw and Redmond. Up ahead for Wood on right wing. Wood, he'll work into the zone. His shot off a stick and goes behind the net. Over there, Pointland tried to get it to Brennanman, did. Back to the point, and Caldwell a long shot. That never got through. And Raysty will pick it up. Tristan had it poked away. And Pointland goes for a skate in his own end. They just seem to be like they're not on the same page a lot in this game for whatever reason. Brenneman overskated. Warriors take over, trying to come up left wing. Schaefer, or excuse me, that was Raysty. Jagger Raysty. Puck in the Jets' end, and Caldwell send it across for Redmond. He played it up ahead, and it bounced over the stick of Brenneman. A long dump in. That's an icing call. He was shy of the red line, was Buchan, who did not like the call. He was probably about, I don't know, maybe 3 feet shy of the red line when he dumped that in, and a lot of times they'll give that to you, but
not that time.
Nope, and he didn't like it and told the linesman as much. So the Warriors have had the last 4 shots on goal. It was 12-1 at one time. It's 12-5 now. And they may have another one. Here's coming back the other way, trying to work into the zone. Buchan. And a good defensive play by Amon to force him wide and behind the net. Puck comes out straight away near the line. That shot hit traffic in front, comes loose, and pass across, and a big save by Bradshaw. I'm not sure if Buchan...
I don't know if he missed it or Bradshaw.
Well,
I think he might have missed it.
I think he...
But not that one. Not that one.
Well, the original shot, I think he partially fanned on it, but I think that Bradshaw did make the save, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of their first goal yesterday, where, you know, just gave him a couple of chances. Take another look at that. Because the original shot,
we missed it there.
Right there, and
that was was a great one.
And I think he partially fanned on it, but I think Bradshaw did get a piece of it. And
look, see, Riggs is too far. Why is Riggs is too far back?
Yeah. And so the Warriors, just like yesterday, go up 1-0.
In a game we dominated yesterday, we ended up winning, but again, a game we're dominating right now.
Putting ourselves behind.
Yeah.
With 4 minutes left to go here in the second period. Warriors trying to work ahead. Pass Hesse into the zone. He'll dump it in wide of the goal. Goes into the corner. Wetlaufer back of the net. Ignachev
I just don't understand. I wasn't a hockey player. I played a little basketball. You got to stay in front of the guy who's going to be getting the pass, not behind him. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
Riggs was behind him, and he gave him an opportunity to score easily.
It's, I guess putting it in basketball terms, if you can imagine in basketball when you're playing a zone, you're not really quite sure where exactly to stand sometimes, whether you should be in front of this guy or behind him because you're looking at other guys that might come into the picture. But like I said before, I think one of the things about the way the Jets are playing today here on the JV side is they're just not communicating very well and not on the same page. That shot by Buchan hit the side of the net, comes back out to the point. Here's Buchan, the other one, and another shot in front, and a backhand try by Loeb goes wide of the goal. That was a pretty dangerous opportunity as well.
Well, the Jets have given Waterloo some life here now.
Yeah, well, and after the power play, after the penalty kill for Warriors,
right,
it seems like that gave them a certain amount of life, and the Jets really have not responded energy-wise, the same way.
Right.
Under 3 minutes to go. And, as we talked about before, this is a team, both varsity and JV, that needs to keep that energy level up. Whitrock comes back to the point to Elam. He just sends it down low. But, that's another just case in point right there. There have been so many situations where the Jets are just off on their passes, like they're just not on the same page with each other.
Yeah.
In this game a lot.
There's another one.
Here's a nice little tip ahead by Woodworth. So we're seeing a lot of decent individual efforts on various plays, but they aren't working together as a five-man unit very well so far. Backhanded in by Elam, but that went by everybody, and so we'll get an icing call with 2:12 left to go in the second period. Shots are now 13-8. Remember, it was 12-1 at one time.
Right.
And that was right after the power play. It was 10-1 going into the power play. We had 2 shots to make it 12-1, and since then, the shots are 7-1 for Waterloo, and they've got a goal.
Right.
So obviously their energy level went up, and the Jets did not respond. We'll see if they can. Moving forward, Kaufman will dump it in. Back for it, Lowry. Rings it around near side pipe, and he couldn't keep it in. Comes up the near side boards, and Amon over there able to poke it away from Hesse. And the puck shot into the Waterloo bench. And there'll be a face-off deep inside Kansas City territory with just under 2 minutes left to go. Yep. So hopefully it's not going to be a sour bus ride for the coaches.
I hope not.
I don't know, one of the staff members seems kind of sour right now. He's standing next to me. Jets get it out to center ice, dump right back in by the Warriors. Back of the net. And Ignatyev reverses, comes back across for Caldwell. He tries to play it in the middle for Woodworth, goes off his skate into the zone. Lowry back for it, plays it off the boards. Knocked down by Kaufman. Try to poke it in the middle for Krugel. Krugel comes away with it. Straight on a shot. Not sure if that hit a leg or the goaltender. Comes back out to the right point. Ignatyev again to Krugel. He couldn't handle the pass. Lowry will play it on the far side. Caldwell pinches in. Krugel has a man in front. Got it to Ignatyev coming in on a shot. And a glove saved by Shell, and he hangs on. Well, some of the better offensive pressure for the Jets in the last 5 minutes or so.
If you remember yesterday, we got our goal on a redirect. So and then we got the wraparound.
That actually went off of one of their defensive players.
Yeah.
Minute 2 left to go in the period. Warriors lead at 1-0. Puck goes into the corner off the draw. Whitrock over there along the sideboards. He gets a little help from Kaufman and Lee out there. Kaufman with double shift here. With a minute left to go in the period. Whitrock sends it down low. He's looking for Kaufman. That was too far ahead of him. Comes back out though. And a shot comes right through the middle. Warriors, a good play by Brody Lee to knock it into the corner. Then Whitrock knocks it down. Half a minute to go in the period. Lane Whitrock behind the net. He's got a man in front. Kaufman.
He's off to the side, too much off to the side.
Yeah, really wasn't a good target. Comes back out to Ignatiev at the point. Back down low for Whitrock in the corner. Made a nice little toe drag move, trying to work in front. And a shot by Kaufman that time. And I'm not sure what it hit on the way through. Tried to get it in front for Lee. 5 seconds left to go in the period. And they lift it all the way back to the Jets' end. And that's going to do it. The horn sounds, and the Jets will go to the locker room trailing in this game 1-0. So as much as they dominated probably, I'd say, at least 3/4 of the time of this game.
Yeah.
They still find themselves down after 2 periods of play. So we'll take a break, come back with more after this on Kansas City Jets hockey.
Woohoo! Jeremy Franklin here from Jeremy Franklin Automotive. This week, everyone's talking about my sale. Why? Down payments are just $2. Trade-ins, I'll pay up to $4,950 over appraised value, even if you owe too much. Why am I doing this? Because it's summer, I'm excited about life, and you should be too. Now let's all say it together. It's my most outrageous sale ever, but only for a limited time. Call today, come in today, whatever you do, don't delay, because today's the day. Is your credit PU? You'll scream woohoo when we approve you. My one and only for the people credit approval process is the real deal. Woo-hoo. So get a nicer, newer car for just $2 down. And bring in your old clunker and get up to $4,950 more than what it's worth. Woo-hoo. This month only for the first 71 customers. I'm Jeremy Franklin. Come see us at Jeremy Franklin Automotive, South Kansas City. Call 816-523-6900 or jeremyfranklin.com. jeremyfranklin.com, where you'll always be another satisfied customer.
Call 816-595-9000 for terms and conditions.
How you doing? Richie the Iceman Zamboni here for Kansas City Ice Center. You know, my mother always told me, Iceman, there are 3 things every kid should know. How to ride a bike, how to make mac and cheese and not interrupt my soap opera, and how to ice skate. Well, the Iceman can't help you with your culinary difficulties with your children, but Kansas City Ice Center can sure get you going with those ice skating lessons. Send your kids to Kansas City Ice Center, and they'll be skating like they grew up in Alaska in no time. Kansas City Ice Center on Johnson Drive between 435 and K7 is setting up group lessons now for kids of all ages. And when kids are skating, they ain't getting into no trouble. They're having a good time and they're making new friends. Kansas City Ice Center on Johnson Drive between 435 and K7 and online at kcicecenter.com. Put your kids on ice at Kansas City Ice Center. It's cool.
Buying or selling a home is one of the most important investments of your life. When it comes to choosing an agent, look for top performance and customer satisfaction. Combined with state-of-the-art resources and support provided by Reese Nichols, the Kohler-Bortnick team provides a one-stop shopping approach to real estate, customized and put to work for you. The Kohler-Bortnick team is absolutely committed to your satisfaction through superior marketing and constant communication. The Kohler-Bortnick team, honesty, exposure, results. It's what they stand for and what they deliver. Hey, if it's good enough for Jets assistant coach Radoslavilo to be part of the Kohler-Bortnick team, it's good enough for you. This Jets webcast is brought to you in part by Picklemeyer Meats, the Bortnick Law Firm, Edward Jones Investments, Gladstone Automotive Group, Goodwin Homeworks, KC Ice, Kansas Financial Resources, Olive Events and Catering, and 3 Peaks Lawn Care. Thanks to all the sponsors and supporters of Kansas City Jets hockey.
Welcome back live here at Young Arena in Waterloo. Joel Becker, Gary Scamona, Kansas City Jets hockey. Jets and Waterloo Warriors 1-0 our score here in the second period intermission. The Warriors with the only goal. Shots are now 15-8 in favor of the Jets, but they did not manage to get a goal. This was the goal that was scored. As you can see, it happened with about 2/3 of the way in, 5 minutes left to go. We'll take a look at a couple of these tries here, as this was probably one of their best tries here. And so we'll move in a little bit and see what we can do about seeing this. As the pass across there, and I think he did he actually get it on net? No, he missed it entirely. I thought he fanned on the shot. I thought he fanned on it and Bradshaw actually had made a save, but no, as it turns out, it goes into the corner. He missed it entirely, but you're going to see in just a second coming into your screen right there the pass in front, and that time making no mistake. So tell you what, that was a really good shift as it turned out for Caldwell, who was the goal scorer, because you can see him as we're taking another look. So he was the one who accepted this pass, and he's all by himself here, but he knows that the goaltender is going to get across before he has a chance to get a shot off, and so he somewhat unselfishly plays it across for that one-timer, and you would have thought that would have been an easy goal there, but he missed it. That was Buchan. And it goes into the corner. But look at Caldwell again. He makes that pass. You see, he throws his stick up in the air in frustration. But look at where he puts himself, right in that high slot area. You've got Riggs behind him, but he kind of put himself in a position where he's never going to be able to cover. And so they passed him for the one-timer. So he's all by himself there. And he actually catches the pass first and then puts it in over the shoulder of Bradshaw, who, by the way, as I'm watching this right now, we never really talked about this. Bradshaw actually catches with his right hand too. That's something that we haven't always seen. So at any rate, that was the one goal we've had in this game, and takes us to 1-0. While we do have a second here in this intermission, want to thank everybody who participated last week in the old teddy bear takeoff. If you haven't watched the video from it, it's available on the website and on YouTube. Thought I would share it with you here as well. This is from the from the other day, last weekend. And they sure raised a lot of money. $30,000, 632 teddy bears. Children's Mercy and JV as well. Really great. And thanks again to the Lobos for helping put that together. We are in the second period intermission. 1-0 our score. 12 or 15 minutes of hockey left to go. Almost Arkansas is our little story from the Right Reverend as we prepare for period number 3 here on the Jets Hockey Network.
Hey, I'm David R. Lewis. Welcome to Theater of the Mind. This Heartland memory takes us back to a different time and a very different place. Once upon a time, and many years ago, I lived in Almost, Arkansas, Missouri. In spite of how bizarre some southern Missouri towns are named, you will not find Almost, Arkansas on any map, but it is there. I've seen it. Unlike the mythical Lake Wobegon, Almost, Arkansas exists. Sid, a German shepherd who brought home his own dog food and had a pigeon friend, lived there, as did Arlo and Murdy, an ill-fated veterinarian, and many other people firmly lodged in my failing memory. Cloud, a horse who saved my life, was a resident, and it is where I used to cowboy and beat the sun to the top of the hill on horseback every morning. It is real. It is not named Almost Arkansas, but it is Almost Arkansas, as are several other small towns in that area. You'll find it south of the celebrated Porter Wagoner's hometown, West Plains, Missouri, not too far from Koshkonong, Missouri, Jeep, Arkansas, and a town whose name is spelled Gamaliel and is pronounced by the natives Gamaliel. It is just a short way north of what is claimed to be the largest freshwater spring in North America. It is located near the intersections of Highway 63 and 142. Highway 63 travels on into Arkansas, paralleling the path of the lovely Spring River, where I worked as a guide, catching rainbow trout for drunken refugees from Memphis and Little Rock, and maneuvering them through whitewater rapids as they yelled in fright. It was on that very road during a dark and stormy night in 1974 when a truck driver known as Baby Huey lost control of his cornflaker on a precarious unnamed switchback, dumping his entire load of Ked's tinny runners across the highway over the edge of the bluff and some even 200 feet down into the river itself. The event earned that particularly nasty section of road the name Tennis Shoe Curve. It was on Highway 142 one afternoon while I was driving eastbound along a 70-foot drop-off that a 6 or 8 point white-tailed deer in a seizure of rectal cranial inversion bounded up that steep slope onto the highway and stuck his head into the open driver's side window of the Chevy pickup truck I was piloting. He and I were equally surprised at that development. As he withdrew his head, an antler caught the edge of the doorframe long enough to flip the poor fellow into the bed of the truck, affecting greatly the two young men riding there in the company of a large wood stove I was attempting to deliver over the river and through the woods. The entire encounter lasted less than 10 seconds, and the deer went on his way, bounding up the slope on the opposite side of the road, leaving behind a significant amount of deer hair in the door hinges of the wood stove and a small amount of white-tail nasal discharge on yours truly. One afternoon, just a mile or so outside Almost Arkansas, I tied a small sorrel horse named Packer to a red oak sapling while I waded through the rocks and poke salad to investigate what could have been a downed calf. It wasn't. And as I approached the horse to remount, I noticed he was rolling his eyes and straining against the reins. Then I noticed that the reins themselves seemed to be about 4 times their usual diameter. Then I noticed a dark stain spreading up the legs of my shafts. Seed ticks. Millions of them, maybe billions of them, crawling en masse up my legs and his reins. I loosed the horse, and he and I ran side by side and plunged into a stock pond to escape the threat. I worked in radio in Almost Arkansas, where every day during the noon hour, gospel music was played on the small country station. At about 5 minutes to 1, accompanied by Porter Heaps at the mighty Wurlitzer playing In the Garden, came memorial time, a reading of the names and relatives of the newly dead. Immediately following memorial time, a hymn was played, often the Statler brothers' inspiring rendition of The Old Rugged Cross. The station then returned to country music. On the afternoon in question, the jock, not me, thank God, finished his reading of the dearly departed by saying, "Again, deceased at age 92, Susie Parker." He then promptly hit the wrong turntable remote switch and played the Everly Brothers and Wake Up, Little Susie. The resulting hue and cry was enormous. Every relative Susie had called in with threats and comments, and in that part of the country, every relative includes 40% of the population. Some citizens of that area are their own grandfathers by marriage twice removed. On that radio station where school menus were also broadcast, I once commented negatively upon the mundane fare. Within 10 minutes, I was threatened with a lawsuit by the president of the school board, doubtless a relative of Susie Parker. While on the air one snowy winter morning, I announced that the roads in town would be cleared as soon as the street department could find his shovel. The ensuing irate phone call threatened impending legal action by the city fathers. I once mentioned that children should not be allowed to speak until their voices changed and should be kept in a pit in the backyard until age 30 and then driven from home with sticks. My life was threatened by a man who called himself a good daddy. To me, he sounded suspiciously like someone who would have hawked his wife's engagement ring to buy a used motor for his John boat. Oh, yes. Almost Arkansas, Missouri exists. It is as real as dandruff, jock itch, and yeast infections. Remove those residents without a sense of humor and all the ticks, and it would be perfect. Even in spite of them, a great deal of it nearly is. At least, that's how it seems to me. I'm David R. Lewis. Thanks for listening to another Heartland Memory here on Theater of the Mind.
Out to Young Arena here in Waterloo. Joel Becker and Gary Scamona. Kansas City Jets hockey. 15 minutes of hockey left to go, and the Jets in the same position as they were in yesterday.
Actually, we were down 2 yesterday.
Well, eventually, yes.
Yeah.
But hadn't scored a goal in 2 periods. Eventually, like you said, coming back.
2 to tie it and then win it.
In a shootout.
Yeah.
See what happens today. Teams at center ice. Shots 15-8, according to the scoreboard, in favor of the Jets. Taking a minute to fix a hole before we get started. Here at beautiful Young Arena.
Yeah, I wonder when this. I know this rink's at least 20 years old. I just don't want to know how old it really is. It's been around a long time. I mean, I remember playing here when Sam was a, squirting peewee.
Yeah.
Imagine this big ice squirting peewees playing on this thing, man. Oh my God.
I did spend 3 years calling games at the St. Louis Arena. That thing was like 100 years old. So.
Yeah.
The old Checker Dome. You remember that?
No.
They used to. It was owned.
I didn't live here then.
This was in St. Louis. The St. Louis Blues for a while were owned by Ralston Purina.
Oh, I do remember
so
that.
When they were owned by Purina, they renamed the St. Louis Arena to the Checker Dome.
Okay. That's cool.
And it doesn't exist anymore. They tore it down when they eventually moved to what they originally called the Kiel Center, and I don't know what it's named now. It's got some. It was Scott Trade Center for a while, and I don't know what they are now.
Well, if you don't know its name, I'm not going to.
I think it's called the Enterprise Center, actually, right now. Enterprise Car Rental.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, that must have been a big hole.
Yeah. Wonder if there was maybe a little leak. Sometimes when you get a drip from the ceiling, it'll go all the way down toward the sand or concrete. You can always get a tight shot of it. Let everybody see.
Due to the ice, the games have been canceled and both teams will tie. Nope, guess not. See if the goalie's ready. There they are.
They're happy enough with it, apparently.
Guess we're getting ready. Well, that's the first pitch of the trips in it.
All right, so we are underway, third period. Jets trailing 1-0. Puck dumped into the Kansas City end. Caldwell back of the net for it. Plays it up ahead. Lemke out there with Whitrock and Lee.
Oh, Whitrock's got a step.
And he's working in 2-on-1 down low with Lee, and a shot right on and a save by Shell. It was an interesting situation because Whitrock, the defenseman, went down to try and
block it.
Yeah, get rid of the 2-on-1 pass. Now you can try that saucer pass over him, but he thought he'd have a better chance of just taking the shot. Trying to go high with the
Shooting
shot.
Everything high, though.
Well, that one he had to get it over the fallen defender. Warriors able to get it out to center ice, trying to work in Buchanan, and his shot sticked aside by Bradshaw. By the way, I noticed when we were, I don't know why I hadn't really thought about this before, because we've talked about it with other goalies before, but I noticed when doing the replay that Jake is a right-handed catching goaltender also.
Oh, yeah.
I hadn't really noticed that all until now. But uncommon, but it does happen.
You just seen that? I said that? I didn't know that either.
I only noticed it because the direction they went on the eventual goal was blocker side, but it would normally have been glove side.
Right.
And then I noticed it. So we've played a minute here of the third period. Whitrock with the puck. He'll work out to center ice. Laid on a shift, going right up the middle. He splits the defense and on goal.
That
shot,
one he gets.
scores.
That one he gets.
Blaine Whitrock with the old wicked wrister. And the Jets have tied it up at 1.
I guess he wants to keep shooting high.
Yeah, I was just going to say, and you were complaining.
Well,
Let's take a look here.
That was a little lower.
Well, look at this where he's 1 on 4. His teammates didn't really follow him in. Look, see?
Yeah.
One of them went for a change. The other one was way behind the plate. He's literally surrounded by 4 guys, still manages to get around him, put himself in a good scoring position, and then just fired a laser beam past Shell to tie this game.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what the Jets needed to get themselves in a good position for the third period.
Get a little spark here. Yesterday we had 36 shots. A little bit, not the same.
That was our 17th. Yeah, we had, if memory serves, I think we scored on our 29th shot yesterday.
Yeah.
Here's Kaufman working in 2-on-1 into the zone, plays it across, and Woodworth got a stick on it but put it wide. Back out to the point. Elam a drive.
Did anybody have an assist on that, Joe?
I don't really think so. I don't know if they gave anybody one, but I don't remember anybody passing it to him. Elam missed it in a breakaway back the other way. Buchanan on goal, a shot, and he scores. In between the legs of Bradshaw. And just like that, the Warriors once again out on top. It's 2-1. So we'll take a look here. As the puck goes back out toward the middle, and I don't know if you can really see it very well here, but he tried to stop it with his skate, kicked at it, but missed it. And so that led obviously to that breakaway. And he just goes 5-hole right between the legs of Bradshaw. And, well, our lead lasted less than a minute. I don't know exactly how long that was between goals, but it couldn't have been more than maybe not even 30 seconds. I don't know. You can probably look it up in the scoring thing.
Yeah, I can.
So 2-1. 12:38 still left to go, though. Plenty of time in regulation.
But right when you get back into it,
Well, that's the thing is that, the Jets, for whatever reason, especially today, but really all weekend long, seem to be affected more than usual by emotion in terms of they're either, and when I say emotion, I mean like they're either into it or not. And we talked about it before.
Oh my God, they gave a guy assist on that. 2 guys assist on that.
That was not on the breakaway goal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm sorry. No, they didn't. No. That was less about, 12 seconds.
12 seconds between them.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I'm sorry. That was their first goal. Whitrock was unassisted, and so was theirs.
Okay. Here's Smith trying to work in on the left side. Plays it in the middle. Oh, it's loose, and a shot by Riggs, and a save Shell, as that way came right to the side of the net, side of the crease, really. And although there was a Warrior in the same area, that was a really great opportunity by Riggs. Unfortunately, couldn't bury it. And we'll get a face-off. Shots are 19-9 in favor of the Jets, and they still trail 2-1 in this game. Like I said, the first time, Lemke tried to pick up the loose puck in the front. It was kicked toward the net by Lee. Whitrock back of the goal. Puck still back there. It squirts free, and the Warriors able to get out towards center. And Green trying to work in on right wing. His shot goes well wide off the end boards and pipe. Up ahead, he was looking for Lee. That was intercepted. And they play it through the middle, goes off a leg and out to center ice. So yeah, earlier in the game we had a power play, and after the penalty kill, it was like we spent, 5 or 10 minutes just going through the motions. And then we get our goal, and you
12 seconds.
You don't want to see a letdown though after you do all the work, you finally get the equalizer. we'll see how they respond here. So far, here's Lee trying to work in on left wing. He'll circle around in the corner to try and make a play. Left it for Whitrock as they try to get the cycle going here. Whitrock cycles it down low. It goes off the stick of Lee, but Whitrock still with it from the corner. Able to work back of the net. He'll stop and start. Turns and then plays it back out right point. Now it's chopped away. Warriors can't get it out. And they get it to the line, but not out. Good play by Ignachev to keep that in. And on goal, Lee, nice little toe drag move. Backhand shot, and he missed everything. Goes off the end boards.
Well, we don't like to pass, do we?
Well, certainly some of us don't. Whitrock behind the net couldn't work it free as that was taken by Harn. And he'll play it up the near side boards. Jets keep it in again. Whitrock. He'll play it across. Ignachev, he fumbled the puck but sends it down low. Gave it right to the Warriors, though, and they'll send it the length of the ice.
It'll be a nice scene.
Yeah, they needed the break, though. And we'll get a whistle and a face-off. 9:41 to go, regulation time. Well, I guess it could be worse. Yesterday it was 2-0. Or at least at 2-1.
Yeah.
So the Brenneman line out there off the face-off. Warriors and Loeb out to center ice. Try to go for that stretch pass again. Puck goes into the Jets end, and Redmond played it up the boards. But although there were two Jets in the area, neither one of them was really looking for the puck.
Yeah.
Now Wood. He'll work it out 2-on-2 to center. Brenneman and Poitland. And on goal, Brenneman a shot. And Shell saw that all the way and makes the easy catch. Although, so Poitland really was not in a position for him to pass it to, though.
No. We'll give that shot. Little, maybe Ice Hugger might have been a little
20th
better.
20th shot on the game for the Jets, 20-9.
Yeah, chance for a rebound.
Warriors ring it around near side. Loeb plays it toward the middle. Jets play it to the open near side boards, and it's taken there by Tompkins. He'll get it into the Kansas City end.
Liam going to kick a puck again. They almost lost that one too.
Poitland ended up kicking it ahead to Wood, though, and he got a pretty good opportunity out of it. It's covered up by Shell. So yeah, whistle and a face-off. 8:50 left to go in regulation time. The Kaufman line comes out with Krugel and Woodworth. Redmond and Elam back on defense. Elam with it at the right point. They'll send it down low for Woodworth. Back out to right point. And the shot goes well wide. Redmond after for the rebound along the near side boards. He'll send it down low. Krugel takes a hit. Comes loose in front. Kaufman a sharp angle shot, and he missed everything. Rebound comes back out to the right point. Elam now to Kaufman on the half boards. He'll send it down low. Woodworth couldn't stop it. Goes into the near corner. They try to play it up the boards. Loeb over there, but Redmond knocked it down. Now Kaufman trying to work it free. Krugel couldn't stop it, and the Warriors sent it the length of the ice. Imagine how different a game this would be, this one in particular, if they had that rule about not being able to change when you ice the puck.
Yeah.
Because we've had a lot of them in this game, and specifically ones because in the Warriors' case, they were getting tired for having been, in their own end for a while.
Yeah.
Off the face-off, comes to Ignachev. He had it poked away. Caldwell over there. He actually stepped right in front of Kaufman as he tried to wind up for a shot. Woodworth got it to Kaufman, and a sharp angle shot. Like that might have hit the side of the net off the glove of Shell, and it's lifted out to center ice. Caldwell up ahead on right wing. Woodworth. He'll work in. Ahead, he was looking for Kaufman. Goes off his stick toward the net. Knocked out of harm's way by the Warriors defense. Ignachev, good job to keep that in with Bushman all over him. Bushbaum, excuse me. Played to the line, not out. Caldwell knocked it down.
Get in the middle. Get in the middle. He'll
circle around in the corner, try to get it in front, looking for Krugel. blocked at the defense. Now Krugel does get it. Plays it across for Ignachev. He'll wind up for a wrist shot.
And he got it in!
I don't know how that managed to find its way in.
Who'd that come from? 33 from 42? Yeah.
Well, the body language of the goaltender would suggest that it probably changed direction on the way in. We'll see if we can't tell here. Let's take a look. So.
Oh, that's okay. That's 20.
Yeah, that's Caldwell.
It goes to.
And that's Woodworth, I think.
No, 48.
Krugel.
That was Krugel.
Okay. And then let's see if we can see where this puck goes. I think it must have gone off of this.
It's off the defenseman.
Yeah, Harn is the defenseman. I don't know if we can actually even see it. Let's see if we can pull it in and see it a little bit better. So there's the puck. You know, I'm not sure that did hit it. I mean, it did. It went off of the shoulder or elbow of Harn and just went right past the goaltender. So how about that? So we're back to live action, all knotted up at 2 with under 6.5 minutes left to go in regulation time. Warriors dangerous here. Boy, there was some wide open people in front in the slot area, but luckily they couldn't get the puck to him. Puck loose in the Jets end, and Redmond, he plays it up the boards, but it was knocked down by Hesse. Brock Hesse had it taken away, and the Jets this time will be the ones who ice the puck.
Yeah, they got it right. Ignachev, Kaufman, and Caldwell.
Yeah. So yeah, it did. I'm taking a look at the zoomed in version. It did actually go off the sort of the upper arm area of that defenseman.
Yeah. Oh, did it?
Yeah, and changed direction on him.
Just enough. Yeah. I didn't know where the puck was. All of a sudden, I seen a black dot behind him. I'm like, man, how'd that even go in?
I thought it was going wide. When he originally shot it.
Right.
But as it turned out, I'm not sure it would have after seeing it on the replay. Boy, that one right through the crease area. Comes back out to Harn at the right point. His shot was blocked by Lee. Puck around on the far side. Buchan and now Caldwell in the corner. He'll play it.
They gave the assist to Krugel? No, Kaufman.
Yeah, he might
That's
have.
what it should have been, Kaufman. No, it should have been. Oh, maybe it was Kaufman.
It very well could have been. It was hard to tell from.
Yeah, we couldn't tell. It was a left-hander, so yeah, it's Kaufman. Kruger's right-hander.
We can take another look if you want. I can zoom in.
It's all right. They got somebody. We're all good. Yay for our team.
Icing call. They haven't done anything yet. It's still only tied. 2-2 with 5:20 left to go here, third period. Jets out shooting the Warriors 23-9.
Actually, they're both left-handed.
Yeah. They both shoot left-handed anyway.
Yeah.
Off the face-off, Ignachev played it ahead. Kaufman in the middle trying to work in. Oh, he overskated and the Warriors knocked it down. Then there's going to be a penalty. Happened behind the play. Delayed call.
Waterloo?
Yeah, it's on Waterloo. It was Kaufman who was taken down way behind the play. And the Jets get a sixth attacker on the ice, who, by the way, came on so much earlier than yesterday when they blew that dead.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, our goalie was not even within the 10-foot rule when that guy came in, and they let that go. But yesterday they blew it dead when he's literally standing at the bench. But anyway. So Jets will get a power play here as Carter Buchan goes off for, I'm assuming, roughing or interference. Either way, he basically dumped Kaufman while the puck was nowhere near. It was after he'd let go. So we'll see what the Jets can do here on the man advantage. Lee got it to Kaufman, a shot, and he missed everything. Goes off the end boards, and Redmond will knock it down to the left point. Man advantage for Kansas City. Kaufman centers one, a shot, Whitrock.
Whitrock, yeah.
I'm not sure if Shell got a piece of it or he put it wide. Kaufman kept it in, though. Here's Whitrock again from the far corner, trying to walk in front. Sharp angle shot off a stick and into the near corner. Here's Brody Lee. Back out to Redmond, who lost an edge but came back up with it. Gave it to Lee again. from the side. Now for Kaufman back of the net. He'll play it back out right point for Caldwell. Now again to Kaufman in the far corner. He'll play it across for Lee. Back to Kaufman. And moving toward the middle was Whitrock. Comes loose in front. Caldwell a shot. Oh, bounced right in front. Bounced over the stick of Lee, who had an empty net if he could have gotten a stick on it. Here's Lee again. Behind the net. Kaufman in front. That one hit off a stick with Whitrock in a dangerous area. There's Redmond again. He'll walk the line across. One-timer Caldwell, and he missed everything again.
He hasn't been too good on the one-timers today. He's gone a little wide each time.
Yeah, not that accurate. Lee again from the hash marks. In the middle for Redmond. Now top of the circle. Lee, he'll walk in. A shot right on. Saved by Shell. And he will hang on. 33 seconds to go in the man advantage. 3.5 in regulation time. 2-2 our score. Pretty good puck control, but I don't know how much they really did in terms of setting up scoring chances.
Right.
There was a couple of chances for Whitrock in front of the net.
Oh, he got knocked. That could have been a penalty there.
Yeah, Lee was knocked down away from the play. In the meantime, Kaufman gave it to Ignatjev. He'll send it across. Caldwell at the right point. Now he'd send it into the far corner for Lee.
18 seconds.
Lee from the hash or for half boards. Now back out right point. Caldwell back to Lee.
Make something happen, boys. We're down to 10 seconds.
Whitrock's in front. They go behind the net for Kaufman. Kaufman back to Lee. Now again Kaufman. He'll try the other side on his backhand. Penalty's over.
Even.
Penalty's over, but the Jets still have possession. They got it in front looking for Whitrock, and the pass was
Thank God the guy wasn't coming out of the box.
I was just going to say, if that same thing had happened about 3 seconds earlier,
right. They
would have had a breakaway. And here's Kaufman with it. He'll work ahead on left wing. He was taken down, manages to get back up, plays it in the middle, off Whitrock to Ignatjev. A shot, put it wide, rebound right near the crease, but it was covered up by Shell, and he'll hang on. 2.5 minutes left to go here in this third period, which is now tied. It's looking like a possible carbon copy of yesterday, although they scored in a slightly different order.
Right.
Still a lot of time left to go, though. Jets had a golden opportunity with the man advantage. Couldn't find the back of the net. Warriors will ring it around far side. Elam knocked it down at the right point. Goes off of Woodworth. He'll play it through the middle and ends up going out of play, and we'll get a whistle. Not exactly sure what he was trying to accomplish.
26-9 on shots or tied.
Yep. But again, as we talked about before, you know, when you look at quality of chances, the goals they scored on were all really good chances.
Right.
We have 26 shots, but a lot of them were not really goal-scoring shots, so to speak. Shot by Elam was blocked, and Redmond will go back for it in his own zone. Chase retreating, and then he played it up the boards. That was intercepted, trying to work in on goal. A shot, and that was blocked to the defense. Then a rebound, and that came through the middle. And a nice job there by the Jets. And Elam, and he was able to work it free. Woodworth ahead. That pass for Redmond was a little too far ahead of him. And the Warriors just play it up the boards and into the Jets' end. Elam will go for a skate. Plays it up ahead on right wing for Woodworth. He couldn't gain the zone. Back the other way, Buchanan trying to work in. Gets around one Jet and centers one. Caldwell ends up running into the goaltender. They score. Bradshaw was still down after having been run into by the
Waterloo guy ran into him.
play. Yeah, I mean, they're obviously going to make the saying that he was taken into the goaltender, but that's really, I don't know about that. Well, let's look at it and see what we see, because what ends up happening here is Elam had it in his own zone. He got it out. And then they get their little rush, and this is the one where he ends up going into the. It's the guy in the middle, and let's take a closer look at it.
Elam's diving.
So it's this guy in the middle that ends up going into the goaltender, though. And are they saying that he was tripped?
Him and Kaufman, nah.
Yeah.
He ran.
It was Krugel. But yeah, he ran right into the goaltender.
Krugel was on his hip.
Yeah. But you're still not,
no.
they don't give you a license to slam into it. It's Caldwell, and then he's still on the ice, and the shot gets taken, and I mean, I don't know about that.
Yeah, we got screwed.
So timeout's been called if you're wondering about the delay.
But we broke down defensively, too.
Yeah, I mean, I'll grant that we certainly could have done a better job, but still, you hate to see a goal, a game having the outcome of the game come down to something where somebody slams into a goaltender and he's still sitting on his butt when a goal is scored. Can we send it to Toronto to check for goaltender interference?
No, they're not going to change it. Yeah. That's going to be a tough loss.
Well, we haven't lost yet. It's a minute 27 left to go. There's still plenty of time. Obviously, it won't be long before Bradshaw will end up on the bench.
Go, Warriors!
It's Whitrock, Lee, and Kaufman out there to start things off. Redmond and Caldwell, and Redmond with the puck. And he'll play it in. We're down to a minute 15 left to go. Warriors have the puck, though. Rasty. It's kept in by Caldwell. Puck back of the net. Warriors take over. They played up the boards, and it is sent out to center ice. Caldwell trying to catch up to it. He'll just play it behind the net. We're down under a minute to go. Bradshaw's still in the goal right now, but he'll go off as the Jets move up. Here's Kaufman trying to work in. That was not the smart play to do. Krugel ran into Kaufman. They wanted a trip on that one, but didn't get it. And here is Caldwell. He'll gain the zone, but just barely into it. Then Lee kicked it in. That was offsides, and we'll get the whistle. 34 seconds left to go. So neutralized face-off. The Jets really just weren't making the right decisions, and now it looks like Waterloo will call a timeout. But in that situation, there were the Jets, when you got your goal empty, you can't be, doing anything finesse-like trying to get the puck in the zone. You got to get it in deep and go after for it, which they really weren't doing a couple of times. I mean, Kaufman, I know Dane likes to carry the puck in, and he usually has some success doing it, but when you're 1-on-3 like that, you just got to chip it in or something.
Right, yeah.
And the problem is, they're running out of time.
Right.
So 34 seconds left. I'd be curious to hear what the explanation from the referee to Ratto was after the goal was scored in terms of why he didn't blow the play dead, or, because again, when you have goaltender interference, you got to keep in mind that there's nothing that says that the goaltender interference has to be an illegal act in order for it to not count a goal.
Right.
If a goaltender is run into, now if it is an intentional act, it becomes charging and can be penalized. But goalie interference, even on a non-intentional act, can nullify a goal without it even being a penalty.
They gave us the power play. We just couldn't do anything with it.
That's true too. All right, Redmond. Now he will dump it in. Down under a half a minute to go. Warriors get it first. It was knocked down by Kaufman from the corner. Centers it. Whitrock, a shot, and that hit looked like it was Tompkins in the back of the leg. Now comes back out. 16 seconds left. Shot by Kaufman in front. Krugel, then to Lee, a shot. And a save by Shell. Rebound. Goes into the corner. They play it in front. Comes back out. Shot by Kaufman. That hit traffic. 4 seconds left into the corner. And that's going to do it. The horn sounds. And the Waterloo Warriors managed to steal a couple of points away from the Jets. They win it 3-2. So a disappointing loss for the JV team. They outshot the Warriors. 27-11 was the was the final shot total. At least that's what it says on the scoreboard anyway. But the Jets did a good job of trying to get back in this game, but when all was said and done, they were unable to come away with the victory on a bit of a controversial goal at the very end, with Jake Bradshaw having been knocked down by Caldwell from the Warriors, and he was still unable to get up. Although, you know, the other thing about it is he was looking up, about that situation was he was kind of looking up as if he was expecting the play to get blown dead and whatnot. I'm talking about Bradshaw, and didn't actually make a big effort to get up.
No,
either.
That's the big thing. Get up. You know,
yeah,
you got to get up.
And so it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Chalk it up to a learning experience. 3-2 the final score. We've got warm-ups and an ice make. So it looks like we might be a couple of minutes ahead here, but we'll probably be on the air right about game time at 10:30 for the varsity game. We appreciate you joining us for this one. The final 3-2 Warriors over the Jets here on Kansas City Jets Hockey.
You're passing. You got to support the puck. Do I have to tell you this? And we're getting killed on the boards. This is your territory, Grimson. Do your job.
Grimson.
Hello? Hi, honey. What? Now? All right. The itsy bitsy spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider climbed up the spout again.
I love you, Daddy.
I love you too, sweetheart. Hey, it's my girl. You know, my daughter.
Love. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.